Why is honesty so rare in Hollywood relationships? Everyone talks around the truth, dances near it, but almost never steps directly into it. That's exactly what's happening now as Jennifer Hudson finds herself at the center of a growing storm. Filled with whispers, speculation, and unanswered questions, Hollywood is buzzing. And the name on everyone's lips is Jennifer Hudson. Just months ago, her relationship with Common looked solid, even enviable. He praised her openly. He smiled beside her in interviews. He spoke about her like she was his peace, his safe place. But suddenly, everything changed. Now rumors are spreading that Common may already be entertaining someone new. Even worse, insiders claim Jennifer was blindsided, caught completely off guard. The same man who once couldn't stop celebrating her is now being linked to other women. While subtle comments and rumored cold behavior hint at tension beneath the surface, fans are asking the same question over and over. Was this breakup inevitable? Or did something specific happen behind closed doors that changed everything? Some believe the shift may trace back to one critical moment: Jennifer allegedly turning down a proposal last year. Others say this is just history repeating itself, with old patterns resurfacing and unresolved issues coming back into the light. Whatever the truth is, one thing is clear: the fairy tale image has cracked. And once cracks appear in Hollywood love stories, the public starts digging. For years, people have whispered the same thing about Common: he doesn't settle. Some describe him as a romantic drifter, someone who thrives on the excitement of new love, but struggles when real commitment begins. Like a bee moving from flower to flower, always chasing the next emotional high. And when you look at his dating history, it's impossible not to notice the pattern. His past relationships read like a list of legends: Jennifer Hudson, Serena Williams, Taraji P. Henson, Tiffany Haddish, Erykah Badu, Ava DuVernay, Angela Rye, Simone Biles, Jaguar Wright. These are powerful, accomplished women icons in their own right. And yet, not a single one of these relationships lasted long-term. Fans and insiders alike have wondered for years: is Common simply incapable of staying? Or does he lose interest once the honeymoon phase fades? What makes this more complicated is that Common himself has openly admitted to struggling with what he once called love addiction. In therapy, he reportedly learned that he was addicted to the feeling of falling in love, the rush, the intensity, the fantasy. But when reality sets in, the excitement fades, and so does he. That admission now feels less like self-awareness and more like a warning sign Jennifer may have hoped wasn't. True. Jennifer Hudson didn't enter this relationship blindly. She came in cautious, guarded, wiser than before. Her past relationship with David Otunga left deep emotional scars. It wasn't just a breakup, it was a public, painful ordeal involving accusations, court battles, and fear for her and her sons' safety. That experience changed her forever. So when Common entered her life, Jennifer moved slowly. She didn't rush toward marriage. She didn't let emotion override logic. She believed in love, but she also believed in protecting herself. Sources close to Jennifer say marriage simply wasn't on her immediate horizon. She wanted peace, stability, and trust, not pressure. Common, on the other hand, reportedly reassured her constantly. He spoke about therapy changing him. He claimed he was ready for commitment. At one point, he even suggested that if he were ever to marry, it would be Jennifer. But words are easy. Patterns are harder to break. As months passed and Jennifer didn't move at the pace he expected, frustration may have set in. Some insiders suggest that Common struggled with her boundaries, especially a woman who refused to rush or bend, and then the whispers began that he couldn't stand her anymore. That resentment grew after she said no, that he started looking elsewhere for attention and validation. Jennifer, meanwhile, stayed quiet. Her social media posts became cryptic, her public appearances fewer. Her body language noticeably guarded. Fans could feel it, something was wrong, as if the situation wasn't already messy enough. Controversial voices stepped in. Jaguar Wright made explosive claims, suggesting that Common doesn't genuinely love black women and uses high-profile relationships for image and attention. She went even further, hinting at unresolved questions about his sexuality and pointing out that none of his famous exes ever speak openly about intimacy with him. Then came a story from someone close to the industry, an uncomfortable encounter at a Hollywood event. According to the account, Common allegedly spent nearly an hour speaking exclusively with another man, later asking what he was doing afterward. When the man replied that he was going home with his wife, the interaction reportedly became awkward and tense. These rumors have never been confirmed. But once they entered the public conversation, they added another layer of confusion and speculation at the same time. Jennifer's past was dragged back into the spotlight. Her volatile history with David Otunga resurfaced, including allegations of aggression, protective orders, by public accusations from both sides. David claimed Jennifer used her celebrity to control the narrative. Jennifer accused him of threatening behavior. Police investigations followed. Eventually, a protective order was withdrawn, but the damage was done. Some believe Common may have witnessed this complicated side of Jennifer's past and struggled with it. Others argue he simply couldn't handle a woman with boundaries, history, and emotional depth. In interviews, Jennifer Hudson once described her relationship as a happy place. She said seeing her partner happy made her happy. She spoke about gratitude, faith, and letting God guide her relationships. At the time, it sounded peaceful, genuine, hopeful. But happiness doesn't always mean permanence. Behind the smiles and soft words, there were unresolved fears, mismatched expectations, and emotional baggage on both sides. Jennifer wanted safety and patience. Common wanted momentum and affirmation. Sometimes love fails not because it wasn't real, but because timing, healing, and readiness don't align. Today, fans are left watching from the outside, piecing together clues from interviews, rumors, and silence. There are no clear villains, only complicated people carrying complicated pasts. Jennifer Hudson continues forward stronger, wiser, and more guarded than ever. And Common once again finds himself surrounded by questions about love, commitment, and whether he can ever truly stay. One thing is certain. This wasn't just another celebrity breakup. It was a collision of history, healing, and hard truths splayed out under the unforgiving spotlight of fame. And the question still remains, was this love ever meant to last? Or was it always just another chapter waiting to close? As the dust slowly settles, one uncomfortable truth becomes harder to ignore. Sometimes love doesn't end because of betrayal or scandal, because two people want very different things from the same relationship. Jennifer Hudson didn't walk away because she didn't care. In fact, many close to her say the opposite. She cared deeply, but she also cared about herself more than she ever had before. After everything she had endured in her past, she refused to repeat old mistakes, no matter how strong the feelings were. For Jennifer, love was no longer about grand gestures or public praise. It was about safety, stability, emotional consistency. She had already lived through a relationship where fear, control, and public scrutiny nearly broke her. That kind of pain changes a person forever. So when Common spoke about marriage, about forever, Jennifer listened, but she didn't rush. She asked the hard questions. She watched his actions closely. Most importantly, she trusted her instincts. Those instincts told her to slow down. And slowing down may have been the very thing that exposed the cracks. Common has always been vocal about self-growth, therapy, and emotional awareness. He often speaks beautifully about love, partnership, and connection. But many fans now wonder whether his idea of growth ever truly matched his behavior. When relationships became challenging, there's a difference between talking about healing and actually living it. When Jennifer didn't move at the pace he expected, it reportedly triggered frustration rather than patience. Instead of leaning in, he seemed to pull away. Instead of reassurance, there was distance. And instead of understanding her caution, there may have been resentment. That's when things quietly began to unravel. What stood out most to fans wasn't a dramatic breakup announcement hit, was the silence. Jennifer Hudson didn't take shots online. She didn't leak stories. She didn't drag his name through interviews. She simply went quiet in Hollywood. Silence is rarely accidental. Her social media shifted, less personal, more focused on work, faith, and self. Her public appearances carried a different energy, composed but guarded, smiling but distant. Meanwhile, Common's name continued to circulate in rumor cycles. Whispers of new connections, industry chatter, subtle comments that some interpreted as shade, and that contrast spoke volumes. Jennifer chose dignity over drama. Those close to her say she had already grieved the relationship privately before the public even realized something was wrong. She understood that not every ending needs a villain. Sometimes it just needs acceptance.